What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel again. This is going to be a really short video, second video in one day. Who is this guy? But I just wanted to clarify how the loadout drops work in Warzone 2. So this seems to be a ton of confusion around this, even after people watching the whole event. I've been tweeting about this for the last probably 20 or 30 minutes, and people are very, very confused by this. So I want to see if I can clarify it for everybody. I'm just going to jump right into it. So there's no more loadout drops that are free. There's no more loadout drops, period. But that doesn't mean you can't get your custom weapons. So the way it works now is any buy station that you go to, it'll have all of your custom weapons that you built in the Gunsmith available there. We saw this in the playtest that they were just doing at COD Next, and none of the creators bought any of the weapons. I think that's maybe because the system's not quite ready yet, or maybe they just didn't have a chance to actually build out the weapons. But we were able to see the system, so you can, at the buy station, you can purchase any of the weapons. But they are really expensive. So most of them were between like 4,000 and 15,000 for a single weapon. And along that line, you don't get any perks. You don't get your tacticals or lethals like you would in Warzone 1. There are no perks at all in Warzone 2 currently. And I actually think that's maybe a win. It sounds a little weird to be pulling content out, but think about Combat Scout and Serpentine and all these annoying things that caused balancing problems. And a lot of frustration for the community in general. There were positives to it as well, of course, but I think having no perks at all could actually be a W, like I said. So we'll see how that works out. But you're able to buy as many weapons from your custom, your list of 10 weapons that you have custom before you launch into the game. You can buy as many of those as you want, but they are really expensive, so it's going to be a little bit difficult. If you do one of the strongholds, so we've heard about strongholds being integrated with loadouts in some way. Strongholds are the bases that are full of AI that you can go and take over. Basically, if you take those over, my understanding is you will get one free weapon purchase at the buy station. So one of your custom weapons will be free then. So if you do a stronghold and then also you loot up money while you're doing that stronghold, you'll probably be able to get your main weapon and your secondary weapon at the buy station at the same time, because you'll have one free weapon and enough money to purchase your second. So I think I think it's just different. I don't think it's a problem that there's no loadouts. I'm fine with it as long as I'm able to get my guns relatively easily. I don't care if it's a loadout box that comes from the sky or if I buy them at the buy station. So I don't think it's a downside. I don't think it's a negative. I think we just have to play it and see. And it sounded like they were actually open to feedback on this. So we'll see what the community thinks after some time. And if we want it changed, then I'm sure that there's a potential there that they could actually tweak it and bring back loadout drops. But I really don't think it's a negative thing. I think no perks that are annoying could be a W. I think individual weapon purchasing could be a W. I guess we'll just see how it turns out. Something else unique that they added to Warzone 2 is this circle splitting. So towards the end of the match, the circle will actually split into 3. You can see that in these screenshots here. There's 3 different zones, and they end up converging to the same point at the end of the match. But during the middle of the match, they'll be in different areas of the map. So you'll have like little micro fights going on in each one of those. And then as they converge, you're going to know exactly where the other teams are coming from. Just because you know that if there's only 2 teams left, one's probably in each circle, and they're going to be coming from those circles to that converging final zone. So I think this is interesting. I have no idea how it's going to play. I don't know if it's good or bad. But at the very least, it's intriguing and something new, which I think is a good thing, because we've had the same Warzone for 2.5 years at this point. So I do think it's good that they're trying some new things and trying to innovate. New Gulag is also a little bit weird. So there's 2 different options. It's either 2v2 combat, or there's an AI combatant known as the jailer. And if you kill the jailer, you get the key and you can escape with the key. So it's a little weird. Again, I think it's okay that they're trying to innovate, but I don't think anyone really had a problem with the current Gulag system. So I think that this will be interesting to see the community feedback on this. I don't know how it's going to play out. Seemed like most people in the COD Next event didn't really like it very much, but that could evolve with time. So I just wanted to let you guys know there's some weird Gulag changes coming, and we'll see how it plays out. They might revert back to just a 1v1 Gulag. All right, everybody, that's all I wanted to cover. Just wanted to clear up some of the loadout controversy and discussions that have been happening, because I'm seeing tons of confusion about it. This is the blog post on callofduty.com. So if you want to check that out, it has all the details about this stuff. That's where I got most of my information, more so even than watching the people play, because it seemed like nobody was buying them. I wonder if they were told not to buy them because they're not ready yet or something. But yeah, that's basically how they work, and I will see you guys all in the next video.